Welcome, watchers from beyond the plains, witches, warlocks, and spellcasters of nondescript gender identity. Did you do what I told you last time? Did you conjure some popcorn, some soda, some snacks? I hear barbarians really like pretzels or Twizzlers. I hear that barbarians like Twizzlers because it reminds them of the red veins that spew the victory juice. Anyway, go ahead and invite in all your Muggle friends. Take your slate of scrying and project what you're watching up onto the wall. Get out the good cushions, but make sure you stab the cushions at least once so that you can be certain that the cushions are not a mimic. As you settle down to watch another fantastical episode of Daddy's Dungeon Beastmasters of Paternia. Beastmasters of Paternia. Daddy's Dungeon. Beastmasters of Paternia. Who am I? I'm just a talking head. But the words beneath me say Goon Daddy, the DM. And I'm the DM. I'm the one who will be leading us into this dalliance into destiny. But no more is there time to dilly-dally. I must bring in my wonderful cast.
How did I type into YouTube Pal World and immediately get taken? Oh, it's because I'm stupid.
Must have been something you hit.
Hello, wonderful DM. How you doing today?
Hello, cast. How are you?
I'm okay.
Hello.
Good.
That's good. I guess freaking something like that. We're not talking about anything else. Let's go right over to Pixie Mart. Just doing housekeeping things by talking about the Pixie Mart and how it's a cool place where you can send our characters fun magic items and other like maybe non-magical items. You know, you could do that. And you don't have to give them to the player characters. You can give them to non-player characters. That could be cool. Just find a magic item that you want to whisk into our campaign. Match it with the price that's listed right here in the Pixie Mart within the Goon Daddy Discord. And then you donate that amount along with the item and the character you want to send it to here live via Twitch's donation system. And we will then give that item to the character. It will become canon by means of magic. If you don't want to donate and buy stuff via the Pixie Mart, you could also go and join the Goon, the Daddy's Dungeon Beastmasters of Paternia Patreon. Come and join the Patreon and join such cool cats as no one. Oh.
Oh no.
Our one patron pulled out.
I might have just been a billing issue.
Wah, wah, indeed.
Oh well, we wish him the best.
Great. Oh, cool.
Anyway, anything else?
Freaking Pokemon. Freaking can you tell I had the wind knocked out of myself? Anyway, new Pokemon trailer dropped, and I'm super stoked about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been obsessing over it since it came
Yeah,
out.
Pokemon
New
MILF
Pokemon
and
trailer.
DILF version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, those professors do be looking pretty fine, though.
I did really enjoy that new Pokemon trailer.
Yeah. there's.
Which version you looking at?
There's.
The one they posted, that Pokemon trailer, right? That's the new Pokemon game that came out, right, guys?
Oh yeah,
That's the one
definitely.
that's coming out soon.
Anyway, so
it's
there's
the one I'm excited for, anyway.
Pokemans.
Pokemon's Scarlet and Violet, otherwise known as Pokemon Ooga Booga Mommy Flintstone, and Pokemon Super Crypto Daddy Jetson.
Oh, Window, you should post that meme you sent me.
I should.
all I saw was Lechonk. and
Lechonk.
Oh, yes.
I'm-
And Smoliv.
Smaller.
I haven't seen anyone else. All I've seen is Lechonk, and it's
Yeah,
all
Look
I've
at
seen the
Smoliv.
legendaries?
Look at him.
I want the Turbo Durg.
I want Violet version. Violet version seems to be the superior version in my opinion.
Yes.
I think I'm the only one that I know that wants Scarlet, so that's
You
interesting.
want the
I'm usually the
dragon-
one
you
that
want
gets the
dragon
second.
with a literal tire in his chest.
I mean, it
It
does look
looks-
really cool though. It's one of those like flaps on the
Ah.
lizard's neck.
I mean, if it had acted like that in the commercial, in like the animation that they showed, if we had see it expand and contract like one of those, I probably would be more down to it. But as I see it, it's a lizard with a tire stuck in his chest.
Oh no, it actually sounds like they're all going to be motorcycles. All? Both.
Both of them.
Yeah, like they're probably ride Pokemon.
Right. I think the Scarlet one is gonna be like a chopper. Like a chopper motorcycle with like the Wario kind.
Well, and like the Pokemon centers, they look like gas stations. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I heard a theory where there's the way that you get the legendary is going to be similar to like reviving a fossil, but there's going to be like a new thing where if you
Oh.
revive it as it was in the past, you'll get the past version. You'll get the Scarlet version if you revive the fossil as it will be in the future, which
I heard they're
that's
the same. Sorry.
that's a lot of questions. That's a lot of
They're
like,
probably like the same Pokemon.
quantum
but, like-
nonsense. Says
Yeah, there's like theories about time travel and stuff. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Anyway, Crypto Daddy. Crypto Daddy.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll just take a vote. Scarlet or Violet? I vote Violet.
I vote Violet too.
I'm Scarlet.
What are we talking about?
We're voting
The
on
Pokemon game's
Violet
going
or Scarlet.
I love the color violet, but I'd probably go with Scarlet.
I don't play Pokemon.
I'm not alone.
You
Oh,
uncultured
no.
swine.
People
Yeah,
are
well,
allowed to not like Pokemon. It's
No, it's not that I don't like it. It's that I haven't played it.
Ugh.
I mean, the latest games have been kind of iffy, aside from Arceus, unless you count the
I get it.
visuals. But the new games look like they're going to be frickin' rad.
Radical indeed.
Maybe
Like,
one day. I
If
remember
you haven't played Pokemon in a while, it might be a good time to start again.
I played Pearl back in the day,
Oh.
and then I played Pokemon Go.
It is, I heard, supposed to be up to 4-player co-op as well.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah, you could play like with your friends, not just like
Yeah.
kind of play with your friends,
and
but
there's two
actually.
different trainer doctors or whatever.
Two different professors. Yeah.
Professors?
Professors.
We were just
I'm
talking
trying to
about them.
remember all of the weird mixed up.
Yeah,
that I've-
Yeah. Okay.
Crypto
enough.
dude and cave woman.
Ooga
Oh, yeah,
booga
that's-
mommy.
Yes, is this a D&D stream or a
Ooga booga
Pokemon
mommy
stream?
Flintstone and
Well,
Super
you know,
Crypto
sometimes
Daddy
you have to have
Jetson.
really
Come on.
interesting Pokemon conversations that I thoroughly
Sometimes.
enjoy.
So we're gonna start here. I'm gonna kick up the music a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit of last time. Daddy's Dungeon Beastmasters to Paternia. Our heroes arrived in Sylvain, which was super cool. Sylvain being a massive crater, we're at the center of this massive, humongous crater, is the original conduit tree, which is an enormous tree that stretches way up into the sky. And surrounding the crater, there are groves of trees. In one such groves, there is the Orichalcor village, where Skortch, Howle, and Ken departed from Owatsu, while David and Blue continued on into the crater to drop Will and Grace off at his ancestral homeland within. Skortch and Howle went and met with the wise master of air magic, Raylan Stormgale, and Ken went to school, dropped out of school, sold the bucket of frogs, and joined a traveling band. What we're gonna start with today is we're gonna start with a little bit of we're gonna start with a scene as like a prequel kind of scene. The scene where David and Blue arrive at the central like square of Sylvain to drop off Will and Grace, where they get whisked away by fairy soldiers. So David and Blue, you get like 2 steps out off of Awatu, but when a swarm of fairy soldiers they surround you and start ushering you in a particular direction.
Okay. Hello,
Hey, can
citizens. We're here to drop off Will and Grace.
Can I park my turtle? If you're gonna take us somewhere, I would like to park my turtle. Okay, yeah. And then Awatu turns into the shield. And you guys get like, it's not, they don't like really talk all that much. Like, you can see their mouths moving, conversing with each other, but you can't hear what they're saying.
Where are we getting ushered to?
They push you inside of a beautifully decorated, almost cathedral-like castle foyer. The many lights are colored by what seems to be shiny discarded glass and gemstones that have just been stuck together with various saps and such. And the two of you are ushered through a crowd of many fairy tale creatures, centaurs, elves, like wood elves, some high elves, some satyrs, some gnomes, some particularly fiery looking fairies that are about David's size, and you are pushed forward to a kind of throne area where there is one enormous throne that kind of naturally forms outward from the great central conduit tree, and to the side, like to the right side of this great grand throne, is a very plush, like luscious pillow, it looks so comfortable, and there's like a nameplate and it says Snappy, and the crowd comes to a hush as down from above flutters a very old-looking fairy, and she's very old, but you see that she is about 7'1", so she's a big old fairy, but she's got beautiful wings that are gold and emerald colored as she slowly descends and takes a seat. And she speaks and she says, hello. She's flustered. She's blushing. But she's still trying to maintain a vision of peace and grace. And she continues, welcome to Sylvain. I am Titania, Queen of the Fairies.
Blue is going to bow towards the queen and say, nice to meet your acquaintance.
David, like, bows like a half second, like, after you, because he's just like, he's still like looking around at like the dust molts and like the pollen in the air, and then he sees you bow and he's like, ah! And he bows. Yes, your queenness, pleasure. And the queen and Titania continues and she says, who might you be that holds such great spirits within you?
We are from Paternia, here to drop off a companion of ours from our kingdom, known as Will and Grace. We're
a
small errand.
A satyr
Yes.
yes. Excuse me. She gets up and starts to slowly walk towards David, and David like kind of takes a few tentative steps backwards, like a little stranger dangery. But she places her hand on David's face and says, "It's been so long, Snappy. Will you return to my side?" And David kind of like completely like swats away her hand and backs up like, I don't know who this Snappy is. Looks like it's a pet, but it's not me. It's not me, sorry. But you are the Turtle of Time incarnate. Yeah? So you are Snappy. No. I'm confused. I'm also confused. Blue?
Apologies. As further information, we are not only royals of Paternia, but we are also have been on a great journey to collect immense power of spirits of alternate selves of us to save the world from a giant tarrasque. So the spirit that you may be talking about may be inside of him, but it is not him himself.
You do not need to worry about the tarrasque. Now, I am concerned that you have captured these great spirits.
Willingly. Willingly.
Can I have my turtle back then?
As long as the turtle wants to come back to you, David, sorry, my apologies. I guess this would be.
Yeah, I'm like right here. So, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Sorry, I'm not really in the business of being anyone's pet right now. This is very upsetting. You see her old, like, elven ears droop, and with her mood, the entire, like, lighting of this grand bottle glass cathedral also shifts for the worse. And you see that the fairy tale creatures around you, as her mood drops, their appearance becomes a little more nightmarish and a little more unwelcoming.
I'm sorry, Queen, have we offended you in some sort of way?
I just want to be beautiful again. And she starts to break down, and the swarm of fairy guard, circles around her as if to, like, get some kind of pheromonal message. And one by one, they start to spear at you like little darts in the wind.
Shit.
Bro, I think we gotta go.
Yeah, fine, let's run!
Book it! And, you guys, I'm gonna say that you guys are good enough warriors that shoving some, run-of-the-mill fairy tale folk out of your way, and summoning a Watu to get the living F out of there is not too hard. And with that, we're going to return to the actual present, where Skortch, Howle, Master Storm, Gale, David, and Blue are on a Watu. That Watu, having just picked them up from Master Stormgale's place, Ken is still nowhere to be found. But you assume, because everyone is going to this Solstice Festival, that Ken will make an appearance at some point, as he does. And so, basically, Skortch, Howle, and Master Stormgale, you just heard that whole story.
Oh. Oh no.
Well, everything makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about this?
I mean, we could always try again, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think we should leave things like that. That's a very powerful enemy.
Yeah, I concur, says Master Stormgale. We definitely want to smooth that over.
Will she be open to talking to any of us about it?
Well, probably after a few brewskis. There's a party gonna go on after all.
I just hope it doesn't devolve into a fight. We can't waste time.
This is true. I know very much the urgency of your quest.
she didn't seem too concerned, so I'm curious about that.
Well,
I admit I am as well.
well, I have sold her a false faith in my ability to keep the tarrasque asleep.
Oh, that
Master Storm kill.
explains-
So there's that.
Yeah, there's that.
But
So, you lied, and now no matter what, she's going to be angry.
well, maybe. You never know.
This might take a lot of talking.
She's been unstable-ish for the last, I don't know, 1 million years. I mean, like, since she and Oberon broke up. Yeah.
And things have just been left like that? A leader being that unstable sounds incredibly
Well,
dangerous.
She really doted on Awatu for the longest time. She called him Snappy. And Awatu was able to keep her looking young, and so her self-confidence was always high, and so what you're looking at is just no self-confidence, and no support system that isn't kind of like a blind drone to her whims kind of thing.
Lovely.
If we could find Puck, maybe we'd have a better chance of convincing her of something, but who knows?
Do we want to do that first, or try?
Well, if we're going to find Puck, he's probably going to be at the party. Everyone in Sylvain is going to be there.
Well, even more reason to go.
In that case, put on your party clothes. I will turn away so I don't have to look at you guys change. We have our own rooms, dude. Oh, alright. And David goes into his room and he comes out in, just this straight up a brilliant green and gold regalia. And like he's got like a ceremonial fake crown that he's wearing. That's not like real gold or real gems, but it's just something to it's just for show. It's not like real or anything, but it's for show. It looks good. How do you guys get ready for the party?
I want to try to whip up an outfit in Hero Forge before I, describe it, because I don't have a specific party outfit in mind for him yet.
Gotcha.
I had a dress that I said that she had at one point, and now I don't know where that is.
Yeah, it was during the freaking Dragonborn fights arc.
Yeah.
It was a good looking dress.
Yeah, it was. So I'm just gonna wear that and look all fancy.
Word.
Where did I put it?
Blue. How does Blue dress up for the party?
Blue is a huge fan of his vests, so he's going to get on a nice pair of I presume it's nice out, like it's nice summery weather.
Yeah, it's like sunny and 75.
So he's gonna wear some nice dress shorts, he's gonna wear some black ones, and then he's gonna wear a nice red vest with a black undershirt, and they're gonna have little gold buttons on them with little tiny blue faces on them. Don't ask how he made those. But,
Cool. Yeah, so everyone's looking spiffy, and Awatu slowly descends over a whole mess of party goers. Most of the satyrs are already completely hammered. Some centaurs are doing some kind of shooting game. There's a bunch of fairies have been strung up in bottles, and they're doing little fairy dances. You see a big long table of a bunch of gnomes just passing little gadgets between each other, and you can see them like giving little critiques about the runic circuitry and the gears and how it's been put together. And a few of them like raise their hands in frustration, and they go back to tinkering and passing and tinkering and critiquing and tinkering and passing. You see an enormous chili pepper that has a tap in it, and you see those like fiery human-sized fairies from before like taking big swigs of whatever this liquid is that's coming out of this enormous chili pepper. And Awatu sets down the best that he can, trying not to crush anyone, and everyone piles out, and Master Stormgale comes out, and everyone looks at him, and he raises his arms, and he goes, "That's right, the Master of Wind is here!" And he lets out a big prestidigitory, like, rain of feathers, and everyone cheers. And he says, "I've also brought the Gale Force!" And he points up to the sky, and the Gale Force stream in, leaving a trail of their various colors, and then swooping up and landing not too far behind. "And my personal guests, the Royals of Paternia!" And there's like, that is like a significantly less excited response, because a few of them have been gossiping about what happened in the throne room, and they still, a lot of people still are happy that you guys are here, but a lot of them are like, "Oh, did you hear what happened with them? That's
Who keeps up
that's no good."
appearances, and he does a little wave to everyone.
Anyway, party time. It's at that point, you guys, while you're looking around for stuff to do, you see a trio of macaw aracacras, each with a rope tied to one of their feet, struggling but managing to carry down Ken. Hey, Ken.
Shit, hi.
So,
I'm kinda a little, you guys wanna let me down?
oh yeah, sure. And they drop you. It's like a 15-foot drop.
And I take no fall damage.
Right on.
I'm a monk.
He didn't say you did.
We monks don't take that fall damage.
So how you doing? How's it been?
Well, I got rid of the bucket of frogs, so that's pretty good.
Oh, cool.
I played in a band. That was pretty cool.
I saw. Those guys look like musicians.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a great time.
We pissed off a monarch.
Okay, now how did you manage to fuck up like me, even though you're not me?
I don't know.
Not intentionally.
I don't know.
That's like my thing,
Yeah,
David.
it is. I've seen you do it. I have no idea how I did it, but I did it. Are you proud?
You just channeled your inner me.
Yeah, I really pulled
Inside of you, there are two wolves. One is me.
The other one is also you.
Yes, the other one is also me.
Is there anything that you guys want to do real fast amongst these party goers?
Blue's gonna go get some drinks over by where the giant pepper was.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
there's the giant pepper. Then there's also a giant orange and just a normal fantasy enormous barrel.
Okay. Did any of you guys want any drinks?
Yeah, I'll take an ale.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm coming
Ale.
with you. I feel
Oh,
like I'm
okay.
gonna need a lot.
Sure, okay.
What's ale? I've only ever had margaritas.
Okay.
Coincidentally,
Blue's gonna go get
next to,
drinks.
coincidentally
Skortch.
next to the giant barrel, there's also a giant lime.
Well, that's tempting, but I'm down to try new things.
Yeah.
Blue's gonna.
So yes, Ken will also get a mug of ale.
So the pay rate for these drinks is one. Someone getting arrested?
No, that's just our house.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're currently
We're just-
being assaulted. Sorry. Assholes.
We'll okay.
We live on the same road as a hospital.
We found the dead bodies.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
did we actually. That's actually awful.
So it's two.
Oh my
it's two.
God,
So
twins.
drink. So drinks are going 2 GP a pint. Doesn't
Okay.
matter which
Gold
flavor you
pint?
get.
Okay.
2 GP a pint. Dude, 2 GP a pint.
Good GP bang.
Howell's gonna look
Okay.
for like the weakest thing because he hasn't had very many good experiences with it.
So
Amazing.
is that something you ask to the people around the enormous fruit in that one barrel?
I feel like he's just gonna go off of intuition because he's too
Okay, give me an
embarrassed
insight
to
check, then.
actually ask. Sorry.
Hell, give me an insight check then.
Insight, okay.
If you're going to intuit the alcohol content of these enormous fruits. You've narrowed it down between probably the orange or the lime probably has the least alcohol by volume.
He'll go for the lime.
You see the fiery fairies near the pepper, and like 2/3 of them are vomiting. So
Yikes.
I'm ahead
Ken-
with them.
so
Ken's
there's that.
Ken's just gonna like. Is there somebody we give our gold to?
Yeah, there's like a table in front of each of the enormous dispensers.
Ken just puts
Boy.
down 10 gold and just says, "I'm just going to keep taking them."
Okay. It's like just a normal wood elf guy, and he pours you 5 pints.
And I don't know. I guess Ken's just gonna try and he's gonna take them one by one. He's just gonna say, "Watch these for me. If there's anything in them, I will kill you." And leaves with one.
Okay, alright.
The worst person.
Ken, as soon as you like step like 5 paces away, you hear the wood elf say, "This guy just bought 4 extra drinks. Who wants them?"
Hey! Do we want to start a barroom brawl here? I'm down for a tussle. Nobody touches those drinks. They're mine.
After
If they're
Blue's
yours,
grabbed
then
his
take
drink.
them, smarty. I'm not gonna wash your drinks. It's not my job. I pour drinks.
Ken's gonna throw a gold piece at him and says, "It's now your job."
This is
It's not how this works.
David takes one of the poured pints.
Blue walks over and also grabs one of the poured pints.
Guys, those are mine.
Hey, Skortch! Ken bought us free drinks.
Let's go!
I did not.
Oh,
David is like chugging the free drink now.
let's go!
Ken's just gonna pass David and like whisper in his ear, "I'm totally gonna punch you in the stomach later."
Good, I need to vomit. Yeah, so some generic revelry party going ensues. Anyone want to say that they flirted with anyone?
Nope.
No, but I'm going to ask around for about the queen though. About what has exactly been, why did she seem so heartbroken? Be like, yo, guys.
I mean, you can be wondering that. We'll say that you're wondering that out loud as you're passing the long table of gnomes. And one taps you, and he says, "Well, it all started 1 million years ago when Queen Paternia and King Oberon broke up." And then he stops talking. And then the gnome next to him taps you on the shoulder. "Yeah, but it wasn't all that bad for a long time, because she then came in contact with the turtle of Watsu, the turtle of time." And he stops talking and continues tinkering. The next gnome over taps you on the shoulder and says, "She spoiled that thing. It got really, really big. But one day, it just disappeared. Maybe out of its own will. Maybe it was stolen. We don't know." And he shuts up and goes back to tinkering.
Well,
And the next gnome over taps you on the shoulder and says, "And without the turtle of time to keep her young, she lost all her self-confidence. But there is rumors that she's found the elixir of life and just refuses to use it." That's the last gnome on this side of the table.
Thank you, gnomes.
That whole side that you were just talking to leans over and says, "You're welcome."
You guys are great. Okay, where is everybody else? Oh, I figured out what's going on with that.
David is has linked arms with two different satyrs in a dancing circle, and is now dancing with the satyrs in this big circle. With this
Yep, David's being sus again.
big old grin on his face.
Blue just yells over. Yeah, go get him, Dave!
Why is it so hard to find clothes on here?
He's wasted.
Skortch, what are you doing?
The only way I ever want to hear somebody getting wasted is just in the distance.
Skortch, what are you doing? Skorch?
I'm assuming the fire fairies aren't going to be interested in me.
Oh,
Do
wow,
you go up and
self-confidence very low.
Do you go up and ask for a drink from their enormous pepper?
Yes.
Yeah. So
That's not an innuendo, I promise.
so as you as you get closer to these fire fairies, you recognize their species as salamanders. These are the
Ooh.
salamanders. They're fire fairies, and they clock you, and they've been clocking you. This is the second that you stepped into the party space. Because why wouldn't they? You're literally their goddess.
Ah, okay. So it doesn't matter that my brother pissed off their queen. Cool.
I mean, they're kind of they kind of all have frosted tips, and they kind of all have tribal tattoos, and they kind of all have puka shell necklaces, and wearing flip flops and cargo shorts. No shirts, not a shirt to be found. Even on the women. They're kind of all just rocking that particular vibe.
That's cool. I've barely got anything over mine.
Word. And so like, you walk up to like the bartender of the salamanders, and he's kind of looking at you with this like slack-jawed, like big gaping mouth thing, and he's looking over his freaking pit vipers at you.
Like a drink, please.
Sure. Yeah, wow. he pushes up his pit vipers, correctly, and he shifts his weight over on his elbow and says, "You're hot."
Thank you. I know.
He's getting like slaps on the back by all of his like brethren and sistren. And he pours you a pint, no charge.
Aw, thank you so much.
Anything.
Wait, so she gets free.
Anything, my goddess.
Can Jewel let off like a little spark display?
Oh sure, man. You can prestidigitate anything fire related with like very much ease. Just the limit is your imagination, really.
Happy fire sparkles be like.
Yes.
like little Roman candles. Do you take a sip of this?
Yes.
Oh, it is like drinking the devil's piss. It
Oh,
is that
okay.
hot. But it is like fireball times a million.
Yeah, I think I'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm hot all the time.
It is at that point you notice that everyone has steam coming out of their ears in this little circle, including yourself. Howle, what's going on with you?
Oh my god, I just realized Skortch is like the exact opposite of Flame Princess.
Oh.
Like, personality-wise, polar opposite.
Right.
Oh yeah, so I'm still working on Howle's outfit a little bit. It's coming together finally. It's so hard to find clothes on here, I swear to heck. But he's basically gonna take one single drink and probably take the entire party to drink just that drink, while he tries to look for Puck because he notices nobody else is doing that.
So you're like being like a wallflower, like inching around.
Yeah, just kind of like scoping the place out and seeing if I can't find somebody that looks like they might be.
Go ahead and give me a history check as to
Alright.
recall, face
That
stuff.
was not a great roll.
An 11. You remember that all the depictions of Puck that you've seen depict him as a curly-haired ginger. And so you basically have.
How many of those are there here?
Well, there are dryads of representing many different seasons, and some of the fall ones look like they have curly red hair. So you like approach one and tap them on the shoulder, and they turn around. It's not Puck. It's a freaking dryad with like red leaves that are like all curled up and cute, but not that one. You for a second like pass by all the salamanders, and like from behind, one of them looks like they look like a curly redhead. So you poke them on the shoulder. No, it's just a dryad. You can tell, not a dryad. It's a freaking salamander. It's one of the lady salamanders. You can tell because they have no shirt on. It means you mistake a few satyrs for Puck, but each time you think you found Puck, it's nope, and nope. You're not having
After a
much
while
luck.
of looking, he just goes over to find Skortch again. Also, I posted his outfit.
And you spot me with the salamanders.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that dress. Spin.
Damn.
Oh, nice suit. And the tails and everything. Ken, what are you up to?
So, around this party, I don't know, is there like a balcony?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
veranda? Is that what those are
so
called? Verandas?
the whole party takes place in like this like outdoor like central street that splits off into the many other streets in this like Sylvan city. And the cathedral style fairy castle is at like the center point of like the entrance of the fairy castle is at the at the end of the road, and there is a balcony above the grand entrance.
Okay, well Ken's gonna go for a walk. He's gonna go out on the balcony first, look for anything interesting.
Okay. You kind of pass through like 3 or 4 different swarms of fairy guards, but I mean your passive perception is pretty good, so you definitely notice that they are little people with wings. I don't know if Ken is smart enough to know that they are not, in fact, mosquitoes.
Yes, but he's not just like about to murder something that's like not gonna hurt him.
Mm-hmm. So how does Ken react walking through these swarms of guards?
You know, just pushing them away. If they're not hurting him, then he's not hurting them.
You do see them like land on your skin and like stab you with little spears to like no damage event because your skin is so thick.
He's just gonna keep walking.
They are actively trying to hurt you, but they cannot.
He's not going to hurt them. if they physically cannot hurt him, he's not gonna hurt them. So he's just gonna keep on walking and maybe just go for a stroll, see the sights, I suppose, just like he did last time. He's not really well informed on what's going on here, so he's just kind of making his own journey, you know.
Okay, when you get to the top, when you make it to the balcony, you find that this is where the Gale force is like hanging out. They each have like a plate of like little foods that they have, they had like picked out from the various tables at the party. So Gale Red, the Eagle, Gale Blue, the Crow, Gale Green, the Owl, and Gale Black, the Hummingbird. They're all right there. And you recognize Gale Red as the cop that was hassling you before, and you recognize the Crow, Gale Blue, as the one that was working at the the cafe where you sold the bucket of frogs.
Ken's gonna steer clear of them.
So, like, do you step into the balcony area, see them all hanging out, and, like, slowly back off?
No, he's just gonna, like, social stealth his way. If there's like, a crowd of people, like, he still wants to be...
It's just them on that balcony.
It's just them? Okay, yeah, then he's just gonna, like, back off.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that's a favorable situation. I guess Ken's gonna go find the Aarakocra equivalent of a back alley.
I mean...
Ken wants to get into a fist fight with a drunk.
Oh, okay. Well, then you find yourself behind the giant chili pepper.
Well, yeah, but this is too public.
No, well, okay, behind the chili pepper is, like, behind where all the kegs are, so there's, like, a bunch of, like, catering staff going around. You see, like, a few of the salamanders, like, throwing up this, like, bubbling, acidic, vomit, like, behind everything, and, like, they're like dude bro consoling each other.
Oh, that's terrible. And Ken's just gonna go up to him, like, do you need some water or something? Like, that is just... Oh, that smells so bad. Like, do you want me to clean that up? Like, Ken's just gonna kind of summon some water and, like, push it off, like, push it, like, into, like, a drain or something. Just gonna, like, get that shit out of here. Are you guys okay?
It's
Got me feeling bad.
It's at that point, Ken, you hear the beating of drums, and everyone in the party and at the party, I guess, also hear the beating of drums. It is a summoning by Queen Titania for everyone to go into the Grand Fairy Palace, presumably to start the Great Gift Exchange, indicative of the Solstice Festival.
Okay, Ken.
We were supposed to bring a gift?
Ken will gather. He will gather with everyone else.
So all of the mythical creatures, fairy tale, big and small, winged and not winged, they all start to march into the very same fairy palace cathedral. It's very pretty. It's back to its opulence that Blue and David saw when they first arrived and were first ushered in by the fairies.
Side note, as I'm looking around, do I see Will and Grace anywhere?
Oh yeah, Will and Grace was in the dance circle that David found himself a part of.
Okay.
Any last minute things?
I was gonna ask Will and Grace how they're doing, like with this whole thing. You know, with their horns, and then also this.
So do you like a crowd step kind of thing, like kind of?
Yeah, like I presume that's what I mean. Like I kind of see him in the crowd, so I'm gonna like shuffle over to him as we're moving forward.
Yeah. So
then when I get up to him, just tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah. When you get to him, he turns around completely sloshed. He's like, hey, man. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Wow,
What's
you're
up?
way more wasted than I was expecting to see you.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
What's how are you doing? With the whole event.
I'm
You
good.
just, like,
I'm
you
good.
came here.
Shh, come here.
Yeah.
My horns fell off last night, but no one's supposed to know. Shh. I trust you with the secret.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What's the secret?
I'll just pull them off when everyone else does. But you're not supposed to know that my horns fell off early.
Oh, okay, that's what you're sloshed.
Yeah, you can see that Will and Grace is actually like, according to like, you smell on his breath all of the different drinks that were available. So he's been trying to expand his alcoholic palate. You can tell. Anyone else want to do any last minute things as you're being shuffled into the Grand Cathedral?
Nope, Ken's just gonna keep on walking.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Will and Grace though as we continue on.
Cool. So yeah, you guys get shuffled about. There's like a weird kind of harmonious movement to this crowd, and maybe it's by happenstance, maybe it's not, but you guys find yourselves standing next to each other. Like the way that the crowd has been moving, they've been filing themselves like by by elemental affiliation, by special affiliation, and by the nature of you guys not knowing how to move with by not knowing how the crowd moves, you've been shuffled to the front and center. The five of you guys.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, hey guys, it's been a minute.
yeah, it's been like 5 minutes.
Thanks for the drinks.
Thanks
As he finishes up the drink.
Thanks for the drink, Ken. That was very good.
Well, I mean, those were supposed to be my drinks, but you can buy me one later.
Why
Sure.
did you buy more than one?
Sure.
Well,
bud.
because I wanted to save it for later.
It's cool, dude. Don't worry
You're
about it.
funny.
You guys see the same throne, the same very comfortable looking pillow, and the same sign that says Snappy. But David and Blue, you guys look up instinctually, knowing what comes next. But instead of the old form, the old woman that you saw before, a radiant picture of youth and beauty that is Queen Titania flutters down from on high, sending pixie dust in her wake as she slowly descends. Still 7'1", but now actually standing in standing tall, standing young, and standing beautiful as she sits down on her throne, filling it more fully than before. And you hear a murmur throughout the whole crowd as this is incredible. It's been a while since she's looked this good. You hear a bunch of them say, "I wonder what's happened. Has she found the elixir of life after all?" Skortch and Howle, give me an Arcana check.
Dun dun dun.
Alrighty.
A 19 and a 16. Howle, you there's something about this that doesn't seem quite right. Skortch, that wasn't high enough to get what Howle's picking up on.
That's fine.
Howle, you smell foul play. There's something up going on here.
I'ma blame it on the alcohol. I've had a lot more than Howle.
This is true. And Queen Titania speaks. Hello! What a wonderful occasion we have to finally be reunited with all of the great elemental spirits of this world. I welcome you. As she opens her arms great big and wide. Welcome to our solstice celebration, where we give gifts to each other and we dance merrily to celebrate the passing of the seasons and the phases of the sun and the moon. I, of course, am Queen Titania.
Oh.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure. I mean, you're onto you smell something fishy and magical, but now you're just
Holy
putting
shit.
insight on it. It looks like the books. She looks like how she does in the books. But there's something, that's not Queen Titania, is it?
Yeah, I turned to Skortch and I'm like, something feels off about her. More
You
than
think
I
so?
thought there would be. Yeah, I don't know. There's something off. It doesn't feel right. She
David-
looks like she should.
Well, it's
David,
the first time we've seen her.
David nudges Blue and is like,
What's up?
is this a glow up? Is this a prank? What's going on?
I heard some gnomes discussing about how she may have found the elixir of life,
Oh.
but was refusing to use it. So
The
this doesn't even add up to that.
The elixir of life doesn't exist.
We don't know
You
that.
Yeah, you can't know that for certain.
Oh, hey, Skorch.
Yeah.
Hey.
Jesus. Choose
you-
travel fast.
Are you as think as drunk I am?
Maybe.
Oh my god, the both
Okay.
of you.
Okay.
question. Do we know if
I have a
cure poison
question
and
for.
disease-
I have a
do we-
question
hold
for
on.
Titania.
This is for DM. Do I
Okay.
know whether does cure poison and disease cure intoxication? I think we used it in the past for this. I just don't remember.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
'Cause
Looking both at
technically
Skortch and
spe-
Howle.
Technically
Just-
speaking, alcohol is a poison.
No,
Just
no.
looking at both
don't
of them
do
and
that,
not
no.
even like
I have
wanting
a
to like deal
question.
with this.
I have a question for Titania.
He like does some finger motions and real quick, and then both of you feel fine.
I have a question
Well, aren't
for
you
Titania.
a buzzkill?
I have-
Really? Okay. Howle, I like wave over to Howle, who's like 10 feet away. I'm like, Howle.
I have a question. Yes, elemental being of time.
Oh,
What is
shit.
your question? Yeah, this morning you were old. What's up with that?
That's super rude.
I'm just gonna cover David's mouth and be like, I'm sorry, he's drunk. Queen, ignore him.
Oh, it's completely understandable. It's completely fine. That was an illusion. What actually happened was, the person you met with before was my loyal my head boy. Yeah, that's the one. My head boy Puck. He appeared to you as an illusion.
So like insight check, right?
You can
Yeah.
can do that.
16?
Yeah, okay. 16.
Okay. Blue, that checks out. Skortch, Howle. Skorch, I mean, Howle, with all the checks that you've been making, that kind of seals the deal for you. That's not Titania. Skorch, you're kind of getting a clue. Blue, that checks out.
So, what do you guys think?
I
I
have.
can't.
Oh, go ahead. You can talk. It's fine.
I can't quite tell. What do you think? Hal?
Sorry, I was muted. No, just no.
Killed.
This isn't right.
I have.
Something is very wrong.
I have
Ken
an
has a passive insight of 17. Would he notice anything?
You- well, with a passive insight of 17, I'm gonna say that you just are naturally not convinced that this very attractive woman is not who she says she is.
He's not gonna say anything.
Ken, you
but
don't
he's-
even know this woman's name. You weren't paying
Yeah.
attention.
Okay.
Well, you.
But whoever this
What
woman
is her
is,
name?
it's not who she says she
Queen
is.
Titania,
Gotcha. I have a.
wasn't it? No? Am I just
I
being...
have-
Okay.
I would like to propose a game, a contest, a game contest of games. Would you guys like to play?
Ends. What's the game?
Well-
Yes, because playing with Faye is always a good idea.
I have a series of challenges, and each one of you will face off against one of our beloved Gale Force members.
Dibs on the cop.
It's actually when you say that, Ken, you like she gives you her full attention, and she goes, "Oh my, what a lovely turtle! Would you like to sit here on this very nice pillow?"
Would Ken like to sit on... Like, is it a nice pillow?
It is a 10 by 10 red velvet pillow filled with you assume to be Griffin down.
I mean, but I thought we were supposed to be fighting. I'm pretty kinda into that, you know what I mean? Like,
I'll give you a never-ending bottle of ale.
that's not very convincing. Alcohol is more of a, it's more of a bonus than anything. It's not my life.
What if I told you that drinking this bottle of ale is your challenge?
Shit.
If it's never... Okay, I have enough common sense to know that if it's never ending, then that's not an attainable challenge.
That
But
sounds
what
like
a
death
feat
sentence.
what a feat it would be to empty a never-ending bottle of ale.
No, I agree. That's like one hell of a of an accomplishment, but if
Blue's,
it's
like,
never ending, it's obviously magical.
Hey, Ken,
Blue's rubbing his head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
give me a stupid saving throw.
He's got common sense.
Common sense.
Wisdom is literally the stat of common sense. If it's a never-ending bottle, then it's
Intelligence is putting 2 and 2 together. Wisdom is knowing what words mean.
This is true.
No, wisdom is more than that.
Well, yes, it is, but I'm saying for this situation.
like he's Ken's an idiot, but he's
he
not
understands
stupid.
what endless bottle challenge drink all put together mean.
Like
But if
he's
she worded it differently, maybe. But
like
that was
he's not a
pretty blatant.
scholar, but he's not dumb.
Well, no, he is
He's pretty dumb.
Yeah, he's pretty dumb, but he's not an
Barely
idiot.
Speaking.
He's not an
Is
idiot.
it a very nice looking bottle?
It is a very very beautiful looking. It's a actually it's it's a freaking words. It's a straight up ale horn that looks like it was made out of the horn of a black dragon.
I'm just gonna say right now, lady, queen, your highness, that your offer seems pretty suspicious, and I'm not one to just take free drinks.
I am.
Okay, David, go ahead. You take the never-ending bottle of ale. That is your challenge. Drink it all.
Oh no. He's not a turtle.
Okay, I'm honestly kind of tired. People are calling me Turtle. It is Tortle. Alright, I have been called Turtle throughout this entire land of bird people. See, how do you guys like it? I called you bird people. It's not very nice. I am a Tortle.
Having you echo through Fallen's mic in like this ballroom is great.
Ken, as you're going on this rant, you get lifted by 2 beefy salamanders and placed down on the pillow.
No, Ken ain't having it. He ain't having it.
Skortch, Howle. Are we gonna cause trouble?
They want us to
We might
fight. I
need to.
think that's trouble.
Trouble has caused me, and Ken is going to punch one of the salamander guards who are trying to put him on a pillow.
Shit.
You actually find that you throw this punch and the salamander just like dies.
Oh shit!
Oof.
Oh
Like,
no! Oh, I
like
did not.
straight up the fire in his wings just evaporate. Like it's you throwing a punch at the salamander is equivalent to throwing a bucket of water on a candle.
Ugh, some guards.
Oh no! Crap! I did not mean to die. I didn't know that I would kill him.
Does it seem like the majority of the people in the room are very preoccupied by by Ken?
A little,
Just-
maybe.
Like does it kind of look like people are generally looking over there and going, "Well, what the fuck did he just do? Like, what the heck is going on?"
Yeah, there's a lot of murmurs and some particularly loud murmurs coming from
Oh,
a
good.
section.
Some
propri-
loud murmurs.
There's like a particular like a ruckus being raised by the section of salamanders.
Who's gonna cast Dispel Magic at 4th level on the queen?
Okay, what is that?
If she's affected by a magical effect, it ends the effect if it is 4th level or lower. If it is higher than 4th level, I need to make a DC 10 plus the spell level save.
Go ahead and make that save.
Okay.
Where you're dealing with some powerful magics.
Oh, sure. And it would be, it's plus my...
It'd be plus your spellcasting mod.
It is just my spellcasting
With
mod.
Druid, I'm pretty sure it's Wisdom. Oh,
Ooh, no.
Yeah, no.
That sucked.
She like clocks you doing the spell and like gives you a wink.
Oof.
Ken, for the crime of murder, I sentence you to a never-ending horn of ale.
no,
That doesn't sound like a punishment.
you're just frustrating me now. This is just frustrating. I don't.
Blue and Ken are looking eye contact, and it's
Just like internal.
You slowly see golden chains start to form around Ken's wrists and ankles.
He's gonna dispel magic again.
Go ahead, try.
Oh, try is the perfect word.
I'm gonna fold my DM screen. You guys are actively fighting the main plot of this bit here.
Yeah, okay.
No, I get that, but like,
you said that we have extreme suspicions that's not really her. There's a big crowd going on. She's putting our turtle friend on a pillow where there was once a turtle companion of hers. So our suspicions are she is sus.
Yeah, she's kind of sus.
She's pretty
really
sus.
disgustingly sus.
She's very sus and also very powerful, and you're in a room full of her minions.
Yeah. And Dispel Magic doesn't reveal your location. That's why I specifically asked if there was a murmur going around.
Right. But she's very powerful. She's like, she clocked you. She clocked you.
It's verbal and somatic.
Verbal and somatic.
In a loud, large room filled with people.
David like pipes up like, fine. I'll do. Yes, we'll do the challenges. It'll be fine. Bring it on. What's my challenge? Okay.
I agree. Yes, that.
I've just been waiting for you guys to stop doing shit.
Bring it on.
Thanks, Skortch, for your wonderful input of not helping.
What's up?
Well, she said challenge. I wanted it.
You didn't say that when I asked you.
The Gale
challenge time.
The Gale Force arise from the Arakakra section and fly towards the front of the room. Okay. Let's see. Gale Black, the hummingbird, gets placed next to you, Howle, and Artosh, I presume. Gale Green? Yeah, Gale Green was the owl. The owl Arakakra gets placed next to you, Skortch.
Okay.
Gale Blue gets placed next to David, and Gale Red, the eagle, gets placed next to Blue. And with a flick of her wrist, the enormous ale horn gets lowered into Ken's mouth.
Ken has closed jaws. He's not accepting this. This is kind of like, this is really sus, and he's fighting. He's fighting this.
I mean, you can breathe underwater, so you can just willingly just let this. I'm gonna put this in air quotes here. Ale splash down on your face.
Yep, that Ken is getting waterboarded right now.
Basically, yeah, but you can breathe underwater, so it's like there's like a little bit of a difference.
Going to finish this in like what, an hour?
Yeah, an hour.
You know how waterboarding works?
It's like,
it deprives you of oxygen and makes you breathe in the water, and it's really fucked
so
up.
You're ingesting it. If not, then you're just holding your breath, not holding your breath underwater. Your ability is you can breathe underwater. They're trying to.
No, my ability is that I can hold my breath.
Oh, you can hold your breath for up to an hour.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ken is just holding it. Ken is just holding his breath. He doesn't like this. He's actively fighting. Yes, it's attempted waterboarding. What is this, Guantanamo Bay? I'd rather a cock meat sandwich.
Okay, Queen Titania claps her hands, and an enormous food trough appears in front of the entire congregation. And Skortch, you find yourself at one end, while Gale Green, the very stout owl Arakakra, is at the other end. The first challenge is an eating contest between the elemental being of fire and our lovely Gale Green. Hello, Hootie. Hello!
I was expecting this to be a fight.
Oh, no, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. It's an eating contest at this point.
Okay.
This wouldn't be based on a Norse mythology myth, would it?
No comment.
Stay tuned to find out more.
I just recognized it.
Skortch, how do the lady Queen Titania rings a bell. How do you proceed with this eating contest against a very stout owl?
What's in front of me?
All manner of food: fruits, veggies, turkeys, chickens, fish, various drinks, French fries. Basically, everything looks really good, really scrumptious.
Okay, so yes.
Look in chat.
Okay.
Oh no.
Um,
Are you guys cheating?
I'm not
Are you
cheating, I'm
cheating?
giving her ideas. Is that allowed?
Does
If I'm
Howle
cheating, then-
whisper it to me?
Yeah, I'll allow that because I mean, no one's being like held in place
Oh,
except for Ken.
you know what? I could do it with Farscribe, if I'm allowed to do that now.
Yeah, you can do that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Alright,
I'll allow
I
that.
Farscribe it to
So
you
your
then. and
so how does Farscribe work actually?
I write into my book,
Mm-hmm.
and then the person, as long as they can understand it, hears, or as long as they can understand, like, language, can hear it.
Okay. Word.
Okay. Queenie, I want to ask you one question before we begin.
Oh, sure. What is it?
Are there any rules as to how I can get rid of the food on the table?
As long as it's consumed.
Okay. And I set it all on fire.
Okay. Go ahead and give me freaking give me a charisma check with advantage. Because charisma is your spellcasting stat, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, give me a charisma check with advantage.
I'm gonna just roll it as performance with advantage.
Yeah, man, you can do that.
The flavor.
Flavor.
Well, fuck.
You start off. It looks like all you can catch on fire at this point is the tablecloth as you scarf various fruits into your face. You see like the owl or a cockroach. You see Gale. You see Hootie, Gale Green on the other end, like look over confused, like cocking his head like way over, like an owl can do. And with that confusion, you've bought yourself a little more time. Roll again.
Okay. With advantage still?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that is much better.
Much
That's
better.
20.
You want to describe
Oh,
yourself
shit.
scarfing down this food?
Sorry, that's 19. I rolled persuasion.
That's still still charisma, right?
And your
Yes, but
spellcasting
it-
mod has proficiency with it. Anyway.
Oh,
reminder.
yes. Okay. Yes, it does. Okay, so that
So
is still a 22. Thank you.
Still counts. Yeah. Do you want to describe how Skortch scarfs down food while simultaneously lighting the table on fire?
So, like, I want to, like, shove something in my face with one hand while, like, produce flame with the other hand to light the other side of the table on fire, and then do that on the opposite side. So I'm still eating something, and the rest of it's consumed by flame.
Right. I'm gonna say for extra flavor that like a little like jewel in like a tiny little burning phoenix form like flies out of the brooch like to halfway across the table and like also starts to eat, which still technically counts because she is you.
Yes, I do
Nice.
love that. That was
Nom,
yes.
nom, nom, nom. And when all is said and done and the smoke clears, Skortch has consumed 75% of the table and the food on it, whereas Hootie is like only halfway through one turkey. And Queen Titania goes, well, that settles that. Well then, congratulations. Victory won for the Royals of Paternia.
Thank you
Next.
so much for the opportunity.
Oh wow, very good, very very clever. I like what you did there. The next challenge is a race between Gale Black and Howle. Howle, because you cannot fly, I will allow you use of your mount there. The race will be to the top of the great tree and back.
Alright.
And you see Gale Black, this like very short, like 3'2" hummingbird Arakakra, get into a sprinter's position and like stretching his wings and like giving you like a very mischievous side look.
Oh, I don't even look at him. I just get on to Artosh's back and tell him to get ready.
Okay. Artosh like assumes a similar position with his hind up in the air and his paws way down low, and then Gale Black says, "I have a question. If light is the fastest thing in the world, how did the black get there first?" And Titania rings the little bell, and Gale Black shoots right up through the opening in which Titania first arrived into the building.
Okay, so first off, I want Artosh to dash as fast as he can.
Absolutely.
Like, with the dash action, and then I want to use Thunderstep.
Boom. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do that. How much?
Where the hell is Thunderstep? There we go.
How fast is Artosh's dash?
It is... Okay, so fly is 60 feet, so it's 120.
Cool. And then Thunderstep carries you how far?
Thunderstep carries me and Artosh, because I choose to bring him with me, up to 300 feet away. No, that's the thunder... sorry, give me a moment. An unoccupied space you can see within range, and the range is 90 feet.
Gotcha. And what kind of roll does Gale Black have to make?
Well, if he doesn't want to take the full damage, if he's near, like, close enough to me. Constitution.
Constitution? Okay.
I was kind of hoping I could get further away from him so I didn't damage him, but...
Gotcha. I'm gonna say that with all of that and your magics and Artosh's pure speed, you reappear on the other side of the Thunderstep, and you see that they aren't completely knocked off of their stride, but they are shaken, and they look up at you completely dumbfounded as they beat their little wings faster and start gaining on you. Like a little, like not like fast, but they are gaining on you. You have, let's say 2 rounds until you reach the top of the tree, and have to circle back down.
Okay. Where in the hell are my spell slots? I'm still lost on D&D Beyond.
The spell slots are like above the spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, scroll down to where it says 4th level, or it might be 3rd level for you right now.
They're on the right side, above this, right where it says 4th level, and then look at the far right.
Yeah, it'll be 2 little squares, and it says Pact next to it.
Oh. I cast... Oh, okay, there we go. I forgot to hit the cast button because I was looking at the information. Yeah, so if I have another round, I'm absolutely gonna use it to cast one more Thunderstep, and do, have Artosh do another dash.
Gotcha. Yep. Yeah.
So that'll take up the last spell slot.
You increase your lead by like a solid. So it would be like another
120 plus 90.
It would be 310 feet. So let's say you increase your lead by like 300 feet, adjusting for Gale Black, also speeding at the fastest that they can go. Go ahead and have Artosh make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Artosh has +2. Ah, shit, I almost landed on 20. I guess that's a 4 then.
You and Artosh like looked down at the lead that you had, and when you look back up, you are mere feet away from an enormous acorn that has decided to fall at this unopportune time, and you do not manage to get out this way fast enough. With that dexterity save fail. So your lead is not completely diminished. You now have let's say 100 150-foot lead still on Gale Black, but they are still catching up. I'm gonna have them make a similar dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You see them also get hit in the face with the giant acorn, because they had cartoonishly started laughing in midair as they saw you get hit by it, and then karma. One more round until you reach the top of the tree.
Howle just shrugs a little bit as he sees this happen. Like, okay. And I'm wondering if I could use Gust to, sort of... It's not in the spell description, but just for flavor, could I use it to, help with Artosh's wings?
Let's see. Going straight...
A little tiny bit of a boost.
A little bit of a boost. Could you read the description specifically?
You seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects at a point you can see within range, and you can force somebody to go flying 5 feet. Mm-hmm. You can create a small blast of air that moves an object that's not carried up to 10 feet, or you can create a sensory effect.
I will allow that. Say give it a little extra boost.
Alright.
Let's have Artosh make because it's gonna be I'm arguing that because he's using his wings to push you guys up and there's no force actively helping, that for this last you are gonna make him dash again like you said the last 2 rounds.
Yep.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is because you're using Gust and because you're dashing, we're going to have you make a...
Whenever...
We're gonna do... Make a charisma check. And then whatever happens...
Charisma?
Because that's your spellcasting modifier, correct?
Yeah, but am I making the check or is Artosh?
You are.
Okay.
Whatever half this check is, that's gonna be bonus speed that you give Artosh.
So, should I just roll a spell instead of clicking on the charisma thing, because proficiency?
Sure.
Alright, I'll just roll an Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Alright.
Cool, yeah. So with the bonus speed that you gain with the Gust is 7 extra feet, plus Artosh's dash, and you guys fast approach the top of the tree, and you guys manage to get there before Gale Black, who is 2 or 3 seconds behind you.
Howle shoots an arm up into the air like, yes! He's never been so exhilarated by racing someone before.
But you have to go back down. It's to the top and back, remember?
Right. We'd have to do a dive.
Right. But this is the hard part where it's getting up. Gravity will help you come back down.
Are we arguing that would be more speed?
It would just be easier because you're not working against gravity.
And you are heavier.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like using Gust would help even more going down.
Right. So in this case,
So I might do that.
So in this case, we won't. If you do use Gust again, we won't cut the charisma roll in half.
Okay. It's too bad I only have 2 spell slots.
So are you diving now, or are you just gonna stay up there for a little bit watching Gale Black catch up?
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna dive. I'm just looking at some of the other options I have and, thinking. I'm not sure, if any spells would be cheating or not.
Okay, so as you dive back down, I'm gonna have Artosh make another dex save.
Come on, buddy. That's a 14.
Okay, with Howle, what's your armor class?
14.
14? I'm gonna say that so as you dive down, Gale Black looks as though that they're making it looks like Gale Black is engaging in a game of high speed aerial chicken with you. And he's not moving. And he's not getting out of the way. And Artosh starts to move out of the way, but it's just like a half a second too late, and Gale Black manages to fly in between you and Artosh, peeling you off of Artosh's back, sending you into a free fall.
Alright, I'm gonna keep falling.
Technically, you guys are just, I mean, the only difference, I mean, you're still falling, you're still going down, you're still part of the race, but you're not on the back of Artosh. And Artosh is, Artosh is looking at you confused, like, huh?
When I use levitate, do I keep the momentum?
I'm gonna say no. Levitate would cease all of your momentum.
Alright, so I'm gonna fall the rest of the way and have Artosh follow me.
Okay, cool. Sort of a How to Train Your Dragons type deal?
Kind of, except I'll be using levitate when I get close to the ground so that I can land and not die.
Gotcha. So you and Artosh, like, fall parallel to each other through the trees. Artosh, like, spins around you, and, like, swats away a few branches because he sees that your, like, falling trajectory is, like, in the way of some branches, and so he actively, like, fights the tree on all the way down, like, getting battered a little bit. And again, as you approach the ceiling of the cathedral, you see that you are most definitely gonna hit the roof. You're gonna miss the hole completely.
Alright, I ask Artosh to pick me up then.
Go ahead and make a dex save for Artosh for this one then.
Come on, buddy, you can do it. That's an 18.
That works. That works. Last minute, like in a last minute, like spiraling freaking helix maneuver. You get wrapped up in Artosh's arms and wings, and last second pull off, sending a giant gust of wind and flying leaves and feathers throughout the cathedral. As Howle, you land first place against Gale Black. And Kutatani says, "Accelerating! What a fantastic race! Congratulations, Howle! You have succeeded! That is two wins for the Royals of Paternia, and 0 wins for our beloved Gale Force." You look over at Raylan Stormgale, and he's kind of like, he's got his arms folded, and he's like tapping his talon, like a little annoyed.
I grin at him, do a little shrug, and say, "I learned from the best, didn't I?"
Ken, how goes the waterboarding?
He's fighting. He's actively trying to get out of these chains. Take the bottle and throw it at something if he can.
It's like kind of suspended in the air. When you try to like tug at it, it kind of just like bobs.
Wait, so he's not bound?
Well, no, he's the golden chains, like the magic chains that like bound your wrists. They're not like tight to the ground. But so you can like move. You're more like on a leash.
You're leashed.
And less you're leashed and less like kinkily bound to this
like
this
a
pillow.
good dog.
Can I try and break out of the chains?
Sure. I'll let you try. Yeah. Let's say it's it's like a force of will kind of thing. I would wager, because these are not physical chains. These are like inherently magical chains bound by the will of a very powerful fae. So if you can like will your will to be greater than that, then
so would that be a wisdom saving throw?
Sure.
Okay. 11. That's
not
shit.
gonna cut it. No.
Okay. Can I make an attack?
On what? On
Okay,
what?
so Ken has an ability called Breath of the Dragon.
Okay.
I'm gonna need Titania to make a dex save, and anybody within a 20-foot cone of her as well.
All right.
This is why we don't chain up Ken.
Yeah, this is why you chain up Ken, but you made the mistake of chaining up Ken. This wouldn't have happened if he was free.
So Titania rolled 17, and there's one swarm of guards rolled a 9, and another swarm of guards rolled a 5.
Okay, so those two swarms of guards are going to take 11. Yeah, it's 11. Let's say 11 cold damage for funsies, you know, flavor.
Gotcha.
And Titania will take 5.
Gotcha. You see from each swarm of guards, 11 little ice cubes fall off and clamber to the ground. And Titania, like, kind of shivers a little bit, but doesn't really seem bothered.
Let me out!
You like, while you're talking, some of the stuff gets in your mouth, and it's like, doesn't taste like ale. It actually tastes more like salt water.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I see where this is going. This is gonna be happening over the next couple of rounds, so I guess deal with somebody else, and we'll come back to this.
Gotcha. Titania says, as she is continuing to praise Howle on her fantastic race. Next, we have a battle of wits between David of the turtle and, of course, our lovely Gale Blue. Gale Blue, if you would. Gale Blue steps forth with 2 goblets and places one in front of himself and one in front of David. And Gale Blue says, "This is a battle of wits. In one of these, I have placed iocane powder, and it's your job to figure out which one. And you choose which one you drink out of, and whichever one you drink out of, if it's the wrong one, you'll die. And if it's the right one, I'll die. The battle of wits has begun." And you see, like Gale Blue is like over this already, and so he like quaffs his feathers to the side. And David,
Never make a bet with the Sicilian when death is on the line.
Don't step on my punchline. And David is sitting there. David like sits down at this table because it's like a short table, and so they're both like sitting crisscross applesauce, and the entire congregation like leans in pensively. And David puts 2 fingers up against his 2 fingers up against his lips and starts to think. But it's so simple. I mean, all I have to do is divine from what I know of you. Are you the kind of bird that would put poison into his own goblet, or his enemies? Now, a clever bird would put the poison into his own goblet, because he would know that only a great fool would reach for what he is given. I'm not a great fool, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me. But you must have counted on that I was not a great fool. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. I haven't remotely made my decision, but obviously iocane comes from Sylvain, as everyone knows, and Sylvain is filled with tricksters. So, I cannot trust you. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. Where was that? Yeah, Sylvain. You must have suspected that I would have known the powder's origin, or at least inferred. I'm not an idiot. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you, or me, or you. You know what? I've made my decision. wait, what's that? And everyone like looks over at Titania, who's like, huh? Looks behind her himself, and you see David switch the glasses, and the bird goes, the Gale Blue goes, what are you talking about? There's nothing there. It's just the queen, and the queen doesn't really seem to know what you're referring to. David goes, well, it's no matter. I thought I saw something. He looks over at you, Blue, and like gives you a wink. The one I choose is this one. And Blue, you notice like David get like hit with this exhaustion that you've seen before, like when you saw David collapse over when he was fighting Dandy Jack on the rooftop, when he said that you had to go and help. And both of them drink, and after a minute, the bird passes out. He's not like actually dead, is he? I would have felt like really bad if he did, like, die. And Gale Red walks over and like pats his bird friend back to life. Yeah. So you won. Good job. Cool. That was anticlimactic. Queen Titania.
Yeah, that was my bro.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, good game. And he helps the bird up. And Titania goes, I should have said no time magic, but I guess. And the bird goes, wait, chronomancy? Chronomancy's just a theory. David goes, sure it is, kid. Sure it is. And David returns back to his place, and Queen Titania goes, well, pooh, that was dumb. I hated that. I feel like you were referencing something that I'm not familiar with. Anyway, Blue, Gale Red, it's your turn. Your final challenge will be to wake a sleeping golem, which we will all have to go outside to see. Ken, the chains that bind you that leash you to the ground around the pillow, they snake up into Titania's arms, and she like pulls you along with the giant drinking horn in tow, as the entire congregation either flies or walks out through like a side door, and a procession is done around the great central tree to where an enormous mass of sleeping boulders are. It looks like a great big stone golem that is just very big. It's like, even on its side, it's like 50 stories high. So this is the great stone golem who's been sleeping for a very long time. It is your job, Gale Red and Blue, to rouse it from its slumber. First to do that wins the challenge. I mean, it has been already. I don't see how the Gale Force can pull a win off of this, but amuse me.
Real high hope. So I presume we just walked up. Me and the red one just walked up to this like together, kind of.
Yeah, you guys were like at the lead of this procession.
Wow, she's really not has hopes for you.
It's cool. It's cool. If just one of the Gale Force gets a victory, it's a victory for the whole Gale Force.
Oh, okay. That's what she believes?
It's it's what I believe.
Yeah, is that what your queen believes?
She's not my queen. She's just the queen of the fairies. Our conqueror have no queen. We have a democratically elected leader. Raylan. Hi, Raylan. Go get him, boy!
Okay.
Poor Raylan.
So how are you thinking about going about this?
I'm not gonna tell you. But,
it's a giant stone golem that hasn't been woken up in half a millennia, so, like, if we help each other wake it up, then maybe we'll actually stand a chance at waking it up.
I'm not gonna accept help from you. You're my enemy. And he
I'm not your enemy. If I was your enemy, I'd kill you.
he starts to fly up towards the head, or which presumably is the ear of the sleeping golem, and he lets out a very loud eagle shriek, but the golem does not seem to rouse. Grem, freaking Howle, and Skortch, if you want, you can go ahead and investigate the sleeping behemoth.
Sure.
Right.
Can I?
I mean, if you want to as well. I mean, this is your
Oh no,
challenge.
not. Yeah,
One,
I wasn't
two,
gonna
two.
investigate check, and I just have a thing I'm gonna do.
Skortch, there's an illusion at foot here. Howle,
Oh.
that's a sleeping golem.
Yeah, normal.
That's a sleeping golem.
Okay.
So,
Blue's
Can I
gonna.
s-
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
can I see through the illusion, or...
Nah, you just recognize that there's an illusion afoot here.
Okay. I scooch over to Blue. Hey, it's an illusion.
Okay. Not sure how that's gonna help me here.
How do you break illusions?
With magic of some kind, yeah, I mean, I could try. Okay, yeah, hold on. He's gonna clap his hands together once again and, like, do a little bit of a rainfall with his fingers. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's, twiggle your fingers and you do a downward motion and they go back and forth. Okay, anyway, he does a rainfall with his fingers as he casts Dispel Magic at a 4th level on it.
Go ahead and make that roll.
Okay. As, again, 4th level spell or lower automatically succeeds.
It is not one of those.
18
Ooh.
plus 2, so 20.
Okay, with an 18, I'm going to say that the illusion does not break, but it does flicker for like a half a second.
You heard what I said it was a 20, right? Total?
It's an 8. Oh, with a 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a D20, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I have to be fair on with it for a
you were
dirty
gonna
20.
say this is 10th level magics? Because that's just the ruling of Dispel Magic. It's +1 per spell level. It is.
Gotcha. Right.
So like you get that's like 10th. I'm okay with it, but like
I'm saying that this is very. Okay. I'm gonna say that again. It
well,
doesn't. I was gonna. The illusion doesn't completely break, but it does flicker for like. Not a half a second this time, but for like 2 whole seconds, the illusion just completely drops, and it is not a golem. It is, and Blue, you. Blue, make a history check for me.
Oh sure. And 1? No, 10. Okay, that's not bad.
It's not a golem, but it is a very large, very scaly beast. That totally is not a it is decidedly very much not a golem. Howle, you make a history check. Because you saw the same flickering.
Sorry, investigation you said?
History.
History. I am better at that, if I can find it. There we go. Oh my god.
I guess the 2 seconds wasn't long enough for Howle to pick up on that.
Nah, he was looking somewhere else at the time.
Right.
This isn't gonna count, but I'm just gonna roll one.
Sure.
You're drowning.
No. It was almost an at 20.
I'm gonna let's have David roll just for fun. Okay. Skills. History. The 13. It's a big. It's none of you can piece out from like the 2 seconds that you saw this sleeping form, but you did see that it had like spiky ridges on its back and a big toothy maw. But it's not a golem. But The illusion comes back up.
What the hell? That should have worked.
You see that Gale Red has just been like kind of slapping this Goblin in the face with his wings, to no avail.
Hold on. By chance, let's just gonna like have a moment and be like, wait. By chance, would there have been a drawing of the tarrasque inside of David's diary?
Oh.
Probably not the whole thing. If I'm gonna say that there is a drawing, but there is a drawing. It is more of its open mouth as it was frozen in place, about to consume David's whole family. So it's not the most accurate representation. It's more of a nightmare representation. But
can I roll another history check?
Sure, go ahead.
Off this knowledge?
Off of this recollection of the diary?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
It was almost so good.
Cough.
I'm gonna let you have it. Yeah, you put it together. You put it. You cough. You put it together. The illusion is hiding the fact that this is the tarrasque.
Blue is just looking at, as he's holding the diary, because he forgot to put it back last time he took it, and he's just looking at the picture.
Except that you feel a very tall feminine shadow like wash over you. Is there something the matter?
No, I don't think there's a matter at all, in fact.
Well then, looks like Gale Red is getting a lead on you.
Ah, damn it, he is getting a lead on me. Shit, I should probably pick up my game on this. Anyway, you should probably stand back, because I'm about to cast some magics at it.
Oh, fun. Very well, and she stands back. Howle, you can go ahead if you want. You can do any more of it. And like anyone who wants to make any checks at any point, just go ahead and say.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Go for it.
All right.
Okay, Blue, what are you doing?
Please. Oh, good.
Blue, what are you doing?
What the fuck?
We'll address that Arcana check later. Blue, what are you doing? Blue?
Sorry. I was explaining something to Blaze.
Gotcha.
Smokey. What was that?
What are you doing?
Oh yes. As she stepped back a few feet, right?
Huh?
As she stepped away when I said I was casting magic.
Yeah, she stepped away. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just gonna turn towards Skortch, Howle, and David, and just go, and just run over to them at my full speed as I am scattering on the floor, running over with the book, and I throw it at them, and I have the page bookmarked.
Gotcha.
It's the tarrasque.
The tarrasque is like a murmur passing through the crowd, and like a bunch of people started looking at Raylan, and just like he's like, yeah, yeah, yep.
I also look up at where the red one is and be like, stop doing that! You're gonna wake up the tarrasque!
He just doesn't stop. Victory or death!
How far away am I from the red one?
Well, you're bound.
I know I'm bound, but I can tell.
But you're a solid 30 feet from that guy.
I'm a solid. Okay, I'm gonna use Misty Step and teleport to him.
Okay.
It is a teleportation. So if I am grappled or restrained right now, none of those rules apply after I'm out of it. It's unless it's specifically like I don't know. I don't even think hold person I think could do it. The paralyzed condition can do it.
any sort of magic with it. Just magic.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to Misty Step to this guy.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you do Misty Step to him, but you do not stay there for very long. For the second that you reappear, so do the chains, and they start to slowly wind you back.
Okay, I still have an action, because Misty Step is a bonus action. Yep. With my action, can I attempt to grapple him?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, that is an athletics check from me, and an dexterity or athletics from him.
I threw my dice in the wrong spot. Okay. You win.
I win? Okay, then he comes back with
Full
me.
Nelson! Full Nelson!
He's coming with me.
And you slowly reel back Gale Red with a full Nelson and the power of the Queen Titania's chains.
Red, did you not hear? This is the fucking tarrasque. He's literally screaming it.
He's just struggling against you.
I turn to face the queen. I argue to disqualify this challenge because there is no golem to wake.
The golem, and there is none.
You're right. Slowly, the visage of the young and beautiful queen starts to disperse into pixie dust, and before you, slowly appearing, is none other than a curly-headed ginger fairy boy wearing a jughead hat, a black sweater, and ripped black jeans, presumably from someplace like Hot Topic. In his hands still are the chains that bind Ken, and now via the transitive property of a full Nelson, also Gale Red. Yeah, but you guys are no fun. There was an illusion, but there was also kind of a disbursement charm on it. Any damage done to the golem would have been directed all the way over there. And he points to a far-off mountain. There was no actual danger, but if you wanted, you found out it was the big bad tarrasque and you ran scared. I get it. It's fine.
You say that like it's so easy to take one down.
Oh, I'm well aware that it's not. I am just also well aware that I took every precaution to keep my people safe. Oh, Puck, by the way, and he gives you all a hand. He puts out his hand for a handshake to the group of you. No takers? Not fine. He
Sorry,
you just put everyone in danger.
My mic was muted.
I mean, maybe if you would let me out, I would.
Yeah, he dispels Ken's golden chains, which were kind of part pulling you back, but also part suspending you midair. So once the chains are dispelled, you and via the transitive property of a full Nelson, Gale Red, also both kind of plummet to the ground.
Properties of a full
And Ken takes 0 fall damage.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to have a little fun with you guys. It's not every day I get to play with the great and powerful elemental spirits of this world.
Yeah, we're gonna play all right. Ken's gonna go in for an attack.
Oh no.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode of Daddy's Dungeon, Beast Masters of Paternia. I, of course, have been your Dungeon Master, Goon Daddy. Playing Life of the Party, Fiery Redhead, Jean Grey, Wannabe, Skortch has been the Window Goblin.
Woo, I hate you for dispelling the alcohol.
Playing Speed Racer, the last Airbender, Howle, has been Grem the Glitch Gremlin.
Need for frickin' speed!
Playing Party Dad, and all-around cautious lizard, Blu Moon, has been Jyden the Android.
I hate how I've had to do it multiple times.
And finally, playing reluctant house pet Ken, has been SmokeyDBlaze.
I'm gonna kill that little fucking twink.
If you want to, if I encourage you to join the Patreon and all that other cool stuff. There's a bunch of links to do really cool things all over the place. So click those links and do the things. And as always, who's your daddy?